Welcome to the messaging service. No new voice messages. At first, saved voice message from telephone number 828-253-1643. Received on Friday, June 28th at 9:46 a.m.
Hi, this message is sir. My name is Bianca Pearson. I'm a special agent in the FBI, and I'm calling in regards to the report that you submitted. Please give me a call back so I can get some more information. 828-225-4713. Thank you.
I'm sloppy. I didn't record the conversation me and her just had. I just read her the Board of Education meeting, trespass, and told her that my main concern is that the magistrate won't let me file harassing communications for this letter. And I read this letter to her, and I'm going to read it to you. The one I just read, not the updated one, the one I read to her, so you have it. Over the past year, you have repeatedly informed the Board of Education of your disagreement with actions allegedly taken by the school staff with respects to your son. You have been given the opportunity to address these matters in closed doors.
Bullshit.
Multiple times during the monthly public comment period, while your son is no longer enrolled in Watauga County schools,
because of their actions,
you have continued to speak and to comment on these matters in an incendiary, viable, and accusatory matter. Most recently, your public posted a video on social media which was extremely threatening. These behaviors have prompted potential to disrupt the school
you're not supposed to take kids out of classroom.
Work environment of the school system. The purpose of this letter is to notify you that you are hereby banned from all properties of Watauga County schools, including the Margaret Gray Educational Center
food delivery and all
office, which no expectation. This notice is to effectively immediately and will remain until further notice. If you, for some reason, feel that you need or must be present at Watauga County schools properties,
I called them and they didn't let me food
notify me.
I said I got an order for the school. Can I go food delivery? I got it on video up here, y'all.
Prior information. Scott Elliott. Under the code of force. Okay. If you fail to follow these directives, you will consider the matter a criminal trespass pursuant to North Carolina GS 14-15913. Reported the notification to approximately the law enforcement agency and all the time. Yes, I have went up there after I got done with the social services who tried to take my child. After 8 months, I closed the case with the judge and I went up there to speak. I went in there, I recorded the interaction, posted the interaction, and I went up to the Public Board of Education. I took the podium. I wrote my name in on this crayon shit that Mrs. Stamey had fixed up with blue crayon on it. I signed in on that, and I had my camera on and Facebook Live on, and I was right in the middle of town, and I said, if you take a minor child out of the classroom away from its peers redundantly without notifying the parents that a counselor has entrapped your child into a small room one-on-one repetitively to get a soundbite to traffic that child, you belong in prison. And I left. Said that right in front of a deputy, just as hard as I could say it. And I left. And I had that recorded. Now my video's gone. And everybody I call, I'll go to the magistrate, Mr. Green, and I say, Mr. Green, I want to press charges for communicating harassment because they're impeding me from doing all my normal business, including food delivery and maintenance on the facility, pressure washing the bleachers for the football team. I've had to turn down contracts because of this letter. I can't go to the public board of education meeting and say, if you take a minor child out of a classroom multiple times without it notifying the parent that you have had an interaction with the minor child on a one-on-one counselor base, if you isolate a kid away from its peers, its classroom, I want to know about it as a parent. Don't you? It was understood in the 90s that we did know about it. The protocols and the procedures are still in place that says that you have to work hand in hand with the parents. If you have any concerns, you should address them immediately. Not take the child out of the classroom, isolate them with an adult randomly without any authority on the authority list where it said treat the child. I wrote for trauma. I might not even signed it. I didn't sign most of them, but I didn't give them a waiver to take the child out of the classroom and put him into a counselor's chamber with a counselor. Now, we're not going to get into specifics. It gets really good when you really look at the players, but we're not going to get into specifics. We're going to get into procedures and protocols. That's what I was up there to speak about. That's what I'm going to speak about. And that's what I need this nation to get back for me to be able to speak about. Now, I'm going to call this person a supervisor because she gave me a ruling. Instead of saying you're heard, she gave me a ruling over a phone conversation saying, well, she didn't do any investigator work. I can tell you that right now. She didn't even know about the letter. She didn't do any investigative work. A special agent got assigned to my case. I went and said the right things. I established the right criteria, and these special investigators did not investigate. But they got assigned to the case, but they didn't investigate. Sound familiar?
1643 received.
253.
June 28th at 9:46 a.m. 1643 received.
253.
June 28th at 9:46 a.m.
Messages for David Gregg, 254713. Thank you.
You have reached the Asheville FBI Resident Agency. If you know your party's extension number, you may dial it at any time.
FBI?
Yeah, I need the supervisor for Pearson, Special Agent Pearson.
She is the supervisor.
Well, that's not very good because she gave me a ruling on something that I read to her, and she gave me a ruling on it instead of taking it down. So who's the supervisor?
She is a supervisor.
No, I just made a complaint to her, and she gave me a ruling and did not just say thank you for the information. Who is the supervisor, sir? Who is the supervisor?
She is a supervisor.
I mean,
Keep calling here. This is going to turn into more
you're turning it. I can't even file charges for harassing communications with my magistrate because of this letter the Board of Education sent to me. And she's going to tell me it wasn't harassing communications on top of the last 10 years of them accusing me of crimes and harassing me constantly, and you won't do your job. The magistrate won't let me file the charges to where I can do my due diligence and get my time to speak back at the Board of Education. It's not a civil matter when people violate our rights. It's criminal, and it's a RICO because they're preventing me from being able to take it up to their chain of custody. It don't just stop on the county level of governance. You can't just cock block for these people and obstruct for them and not be part of the RICO. Okay, you understand? You and your supervisors are implicit from this point forward because I've been harassed, I've been accused of stuff, I've been defamed, I can't find decent employment, and you give me a ruling when I'm reporting facts to your agents. Why would you give me a ruling when I'm reporting facts to the agent? Because you just want an excuse not to do your jobs, just like everybody in the government cartel of this RICO investigation I'm in. And you're not going to get away with it. It was prompted to her to investigate, not give rulings on it. She wasn't even aware of the letter I had to read to her about the part of this damn harassment I've been experiencing, this obstruction of processes. I don't have processes to counteract a action taken by the government employee of a school. I don't have a process. I don't have due processes. I am not convicted of any crime. Whether a trespass letter has allegations in it without being even, I haven't even been accused, there hadn't even been a warrant swore out that I had to even negotiate to get rid of. Nothing have I said that's been out of the way other than trying to repeat myself unsuccessfully to a deaf and mute employee. Now, I want to be able to use the processes of this nation and this state and this county to prosecute the people who take me and threaten me through letters, through presents, through repetitive presents since 2013, and consistently keeps escalating the punitive measures where there's not even a court date for me to dispose of them. Now, you're not going to obstruct me. Can you identify yourself other than the agency I called?
So you've called the FBI Asheville office, and that's what you're going to be getting here. So, still live here.
I still live exactly where I'm at. I'm not here to answer your questions.
Is that what you did?
Say what?
Did you go to Hickory, North Carolina? Did you call into the Hickory office before?
I'm not here to answer questions. I don't know what you're questioning me for.
Okay.
I'm here to give pertinent facts and information and move about my regular business. Have a nice day. I want your supervisor. They didn't assign you to a case so you could just say, have a nice day. At least he didn't say, seek legal counsel like the county government cartel. I was a lot more cordial with her because I just wanted to give her the pertinent information so it could be in the record. But the way she said, well, that's not harassing communication, it's like she's not even going to make a record. Now I got to go and file. She already said you got to file and get a record. I said, can I get a call number? No call number. Anyhow, people, they're not stopping. I still can't speak at the Board of Education and go about my business. You guys can, and you call them motherfuckers and shitbags and everything. All I said is you can't take a minor child out of the classroom without telling the parents. You can't isolate a minor child in a room with an adult redundantly. And if you do, you belong in prison, is all I said. And I walked out. And the evidence exists. Imagine that. I did take out my name. I hope you guys don't mind. It's part of I don't know. I am doxxed, so whatever. Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm going to their fucking asses. They're all fucking complicit. Just like letting all the little holes in theaters persist. Where's the real news? Where is the authenticated people's business?